Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of new planners that have been sent over to me to take a look at. Alright, so a couple of weeks ago, I'm a little late getting this out to you guys, but this brand reached out to me. It is The Plan by Lauren Truslow. I hope that I'm saying that correctly, but I was instantly intrigued by the covers, the colors on the covers, and then just some of the products that they had to offer. So I said, of course, I will take a look and share. And let me tell you, my first impressions are not what my end impressions ended up being. So if you want to hear more, stay tuned. Okay, so I will definitely be sure to leave a link to the website down in the description of this video, but let's go ahead and jump right in. And for some reason, this is the one that I really want to jump into first. So this is the Christmas plan. So I'm kind of like really excited about this. So it has this really nice laminated thick cover. They're not interchangeable. I know some of you guys might ask, especially if you're used to a particular brand. The size is slightly larger than a 7x9. I'll have to check the website, but I think it is 7, or it's definitely slightly wider, but about a ½ inch taller, but very close, but not your standard 8.5 by 11. So it does have the brand logo on here. I really like this cover choice just because it doesn't scream Christmas, right? You've got some really cute hand-painted angels on there. You've got their branding and where you can find them on their social media on the back. One thing that's different is that the coil is actually plastic. Now for a smaller book like this, not really a big deal, but I'll kind of show you what it's gonna look like on these planners over here in a few. So you've got the cover page. The paper feels not super thick, but also like durable, if that makes sense. We've got Christmas 2021. Now obviously it's 2022, so this is kind of just a peek at some of the offerings that they do have, and I do think that the year really doesn't matter in this situation, simply because it's not really like specifically dated from what I could tell, where you can't use this any other year just because it says 2021 on the front. So it starts in September for you, which I kind of really love. So you have like a Christmas card photographer that you could plan out, your budget, pre-ordering outfits and pajamas, all kinds of tips and tricks to help you get started for the holiday season. Then you have the family plan for your Christmas list, the family member, the total, the gift, the budget, the stocking stuffers in the budget. Love that. And of course you have several pages of that for you. I think it's kind of interesting that this page is blank, but again, if you need some extra space, you can easily just write on that opposing page there. So again, you have lots of space for all of your family. Then you get to your October plan. So here it's telling you about, you know, kind of paring down your Christmas list, create the gift list that you need to purchase for outside family members, picking adult outfits and photos, mapping out your schedule and plans with your family for Christmas Eve, Christmas morning. You know, sometimes that requires a lot of coordination based on the size of your family. And then of course you have a continue purchasing and wrapping gifts as you go. That is like such a good tip to continue to wrap your gifts as they come in the door. And then of course you have a couple of budgeting tips and other tips here on the bottom. I love this page because it is more for like gift exchanges, so you can kind of keep track of everything. And of course you have a few of those. Those are kind of nice because if say you have like a neighborhood gift exchange, workplace gift exchange, sibling gift exchange, your friend group, like, you know, things like that. And you can kind of keep track of all of that in several of those pages. Next up, you have a preliminary Christmas plan. So here you're going to kind of work out all of those days leading up to Christmas and the day after. Then we're going to start focusing on your November plan, and I feel like this is when things start to get a little bit serious. You even have your map out your elf on a shelf plan. Not going to lie, my kids are adults. I'm so glad I never had to deal with that. Take advantage of Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday sales. Wrap your gifts. details for parties, Christmas decor, all of those things, as well as some additional tips. Then you've got your Elf on the Shelf supply list. This is so freaking cute. Again, I never had to do this because my kids are older, but I just think that this is really neat because there's lots of great places that you can pull ideas from, like Pinterest, but then it's like you need a place to kind of write down all the things that you might need for that. And again, one of the benefits of having the other side blank here is maybe you have multiple kids and they have like different Elf on the Shelf needs. I don't know, but I think that this book is really neat. So you've also got some tips as well as Elf on the Shelf plan for each day starting December 1st. So it's kind of like doing it for you. Like this is what I would have needed if my kids were of the age for Elf on the Shelf. So of course it goes all the way through Christmas Eve because I think the elf goes away on Christmas Day. Really? Yep, just Christmas Eve. Okay. Next up, you have your party plan. So you've got your menu, your decor, your invite list, more menu things, invite list. So if you're having multiple events, that's super cool. The traditions to plan, this is also really neat. I know some of these we do every single year, like the Christmas pajamas, the Christmas lights, the Christmas ornaments, Christmas outfits, all of those things. So kind of nice to have this in here. Then you've got a plan for your traditions. Again, this is like a really detailed holiday book. And again, I love that it's on a spiral. Love it so much. Next, you have a Christmas decoration planning area. Also, I think that this is genius, especially if you're kind of like redoing your Christmas decor. This might be a great way to map that out. So you've got your kitchen decor, living room decor. I don't know about you guys. I do decorate multiple rooms in my house. So this is actually pretty cool. Even a page for your dining room table. I love this because I decorate my dining room table. You have your kids' rooms. Each of my kids has a mini Christmas tree, so super important. And of course, the exterior of your house. Then we get into December. So you're going to create menus, finalize plans, send out your Christmas cards, check your itinerary for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, again, because plans change. And then you've got your planning schedule for the next few days. So you've got the schedule, your meals, and then again, your schedule for the day and your meals. It really is a busy week. And if you have multiple small children, this might be the best way to get through the holidays. So again, even though this is dated for 2021, I really think that you could just use some whiteout and block out the day and the year, and you could use this for this year. So that's really, really cool. I know that this is something that I'm going to hang on to and use for next year or this year, 2022. So let's move forward. Now you've got your grocery plan. So you've got some columns there that you can write your grocery lists on, and you get tons of pages for that. Like, I really love the amount of pages that is included in this. Like, that's really awesome. I have tried a couple of other holiday planners. I can tell you right now that I prefer this size and the number of notes pages and then how things are broken down by month and then day. This is a true holiday planner. All right, so then you've got your gratitude plan where you've got several pages of that. Christmas card plan, so all the cards that they were talking about at the front, you have a section back here where you can plan out your Christmas cards, names, addresses, everything, tons of pages for that. And then you're finally at the end of the book where you can meet the artist, which is also really cool. It has all of their information, and there you go. I think this is genius. And it looks like in reading the information sheet that they sent over that the 2023 one will indeed be undated. So they were already thinking ahead. All right, let's move on to the next book. Like, I actually really like these. They feel like very much like a workbook because even though the covers are very, very well laminated, they're not so super stiff. And it kind of actually helps that the coil is plastic. Next up is the party plan. Now, my daughter's actually really excited about this because she does a lot of event planning with her friends. So she's already claimed this. So this is a much smaller book as far as like height wise, but it's just as wide as the other book. But this is great for planning all of your events. It does come with a slightly larger plastic coil. Again, a beautifully laminated cover. And then of course you have the plan. And it tells you that it is the party plan. And it's going to be the name, the party planner, contact info, And then of course a little information page, your planning key. And then for each party, you're going to kind of have this area. So you can have your party, date, time, location, and then of course you can reference the key. So the balloons mean the decor, envelope with a little paper with the stars, the invites, the holiday, all of those things. So this is gonna be where you can kind of write the kind of like big picture details of the event. Then you're gonna have the invite list. So you have whether it's a private online event and how many, the invite list, whether they have RSVP'd or not. And of course you've got a few pages of that. And I love this, that it includes the like beer and wine list for non-alcoholic options, your grocery list, mixers or fruits needed, what's at the bar. That is just really, really cool. Then of course you have a menu area along with a grocery list. The decor all the way down to flowers, signage, balloons, theme decor, table decor, etc., along with a checklist area once you have purchased that item. Then you have an area for your layout. This is really cool because you could always pop in pictures of inspiration from, say, Pinterest and pop them in here. That will kind of help you with your planning along with the balloons and the party layout. And then of course you have a special touches page where you can make your event a little extra special, and it even has a couple of ideas such as specialized party favors, a photo booth station, a hot cocoa bar, all of those fun things. Like, these are not things that I am very good at, but my daughter is, and this is just a book with a really nice guide for you to follow. So then of course you have some notes pages, and then it continues on into the next event, and it just continues to go on. So you can plan tons of events, and then when you get to the back, which that's where I was trying to get to, so there aren't any tabs on here, which is totally fine. Okay, this is all party planning, and then when you get to the back, it's actually got some holiday planning as well as some mini party planning. So that's going to be right here. So you have the party plan mini. So honestly, if you're okay with it, you could actually just tear this out, and it's pretty much got everything condensed down to one page. So you have the theme, the time, the dates, invites, how many, special touches, desserts, drinks, and the menu all on one page. So you could honestly make it a more condensed version and then still have all the details in the front, which I think is kind of cool. And then after all of the mini party plans, you get to the holiday plans. So you have New Year's party plan along with all of the same pages that you got at the front, even down to the New Year's itinerary, activities, New Year's layout, things like that. Then you're gonna have your notes. Same thing for Valentine's Day, which I think is super cute. Like, these are all things that Kayla does with her friends, planning little events around the holidays. She'll sometimes throw like a Valentine's Day brunch, those types of things, but there's even one for St. Patrick's Day. If you wanted to have a St. Patrick's Day party, you have an Easter party plan, Memorial Day, etc. All the way down to the back, even Halloween, Thanksgiving, all of those things, which is really, really cool. I personally really like this, and I know that my daughter is gonna love it because, again, she loves planning all of these types of events, and now she will have a book with which she can do it in. All right. Now it is time for this one. So when I saw this in the box, I was like, oh my God, this is massive. So this is a daily planner for all of 2022. And this thing, you guys, she is thick. She is thick. Oh my gosh. So let me get out. I have an 18-month Erin Condren here. I mean... You guys can see, like, just look at that coil. Massive. So for those of you guys who are always like, I want a daily, but all in one book, like, this is why it isn't offered much. But I really, really want to share with you the features in this book because, you guys, this isn't a book that I would carry around. When I pulled it out of the box, I was like, this is just too big. But... when I started to look at the pages, this is great to have just sitting on your desk. If you wanted to carry this around, you do you, but this is a big book. So we're gonna open it up. It does have a plastic coil. I mean, the only way to see how it holds up is to actually use it, but I think it's gonna be fine. You have a nice, very thickly laminated cover. The months are tabbed, and those are also nicely laminated as well. It does start off with 2022. Of course, you have your planning key, information about the creator and founder, and then of course just kind of breaking down the key a little bit more. Then you have the page for the me plan. This is where you're going to write down what brings you joy, what you wish you had time for, things like that. Then you've got the big plan, which is more of like a goal setting page, like where would you like to be in 10 years and the goals that you have for your family, job, or personal life. Then you can break it down. You have a 5-year, 3-year, and a 1-year big plan. I mean, everything, you're gonna hear me say big a lot. All right, then you're gonna jump into your meal prep, which is, I'm not gonna lie, that transition's a little bit weird when you go from your planning to then your meal prep. So you've got a few of those meal prep pages. Then it's kind of going into let's label it, purge, measure, streamline, purchase, reorganize, all of those things to get your life a little bit more organized. Then we've got the monthly organization meal plan. Nope, just the monthly organization plan, and it's broken down by month. So you have area of the house, measurements, products needed, and then that goes on to a 3rd page. Then you've got some important plans, so celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. You do have a password page, a couple of notes pages for you. There's actually quite a few notes pages here. They might have been able to reduce the girth of this planner with some less notes pages. So one of the things I was curious about is, are there cover pages? No, there's a notes page. They just said they don't want any sort of fluffy notes page. They're giving you, or any sort of fancy cover page, they're giving you an extra notes page right there on the tabbed page. Okay. So let's start with January, and I'm just going to go through 1 month here because I don't think I need to go through every single month. Now, it is a bit of a thicker page, the page that has the tab on it, which is great. So you do have, oh, okay, I love this. So you've got a month on 2 pages, and it is a Monday start. Thank goodness. I love a Monday start. Month view, so it's Monday through Sunday. It does have some holidays already pre-printed on there, as well as some additional like organizational holidays and fun holidays like National Organize Your Home, National Cheesecake Day, National Spouses Day. Really, really cool. So it also gives you an area to organize for the month. So January is going to be organize your pantry and refrigerator. Let's look at March. March is mudroom and entryway. Let's take a look at June, since we're kind of already in June. You're gonna organize your nightstands and under your bathroom sinks. I really like that because I don't want to organize everything all at one time. It'd be nice to just focus on 1 or 2 areas for the month. After that month view, you're gonna jump into your Saturday, Sunday. So the areas are broken down by your red line items and then your schedule. So it's kind of split in half right here. And then you've got your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, your H2O intake, your water intake, your fitness activity, and then your to-do lists for the day. You also have a little prompted area right here along the bottom that has like your what did I do for myself today, your plan notes, and then of course you've got the same thing because this is 2 days in one. Then on Sunday you've got a meal prep page. That's why this book is so thick, you guys. There's a lot of extra things thrown in here. So on Sunday you have your meals to prepare, snacks to prepare, breakfast to prepare, your grocery list, and then a recipe of the week. I really like this. This book is ginormous, but this is it's so useful. They took every single spot in this planner and made it so useful. All right. Let's flip the page. So here's what a page on one day looks like. So you're gonna have those red line important items. You're gonna have your schedule, your meals, your water, fitness, and your to-do list. And that's gonna be like that every single day. Again, this book is dated. And then of course, I just wanna show you that you get to Friday, and then of course your Saturday and Sunday are combined. And then after your Saturday and Sunday, you're gonna have that Sunday meal prep day along with that super fun recipe. So this one is the Taco Bell Tower Bowl. Like, I just think that this is really, really cool. Like, I love the setup of this. This is something that I actually might leave down in my counter area just because there's a lot of meal centered things in here, like, you know, your meals, your water intake, the meal planning, the meal prepping, all of those things are in here. And I feel like that would be a safe space to keep it with a nice laminated cover. The pages are really well structured. The times do go from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. That works for me. That might not work for everyone, but you could always wipe them out if you didn't really care for them. But I think it's a good time frame. There are not any notes pages in the back. There's so many pages on this spiral as it is. I don't think that you need anything else. But let's go all the way to the back, and no, there aren't any additional notes pages, but actually that's not true. They have got, oh my gosh, so yeah, a couple of notes pages in the back. And then here's what's really, really cool. They give you an entire 2023 planner back here. Like, what? Like, look at this. So the daily pages end December 31st, 2022. But then when you get to the back, that's why there's so many pages on this quill. They used every single bit of space on this quill. It immediately goes into January 2023. So if you need to plan ahead, they gave you a whole year in here. So it's a little bit more condensed. It is a month on one page, but that's okay. And then, yeah, you get the entire 2023 calendar at the back. I am just like, I was not expecting that. I thought they were going to be notes pages. That is freaking awesome. But again, it has on the back like meet your artist back here, which is really cool. I don't know, again, that this is a very portable book, but I mean, if you're like, I'm gonna work on this while my kids are at the park kind of thing, and you toss this into a tote bag, then sure. Every day though, I think it is a little bit heavy, but this is great, you guys. This, I actually really like this. I know half of it is already over. I mean, I could really just take all of this off and put it on a regular coil if I wanted to. But this is awesome. If you're someone that's like, I just need everything already done for me in a daily planner to include meal planning, then this is for you. And I highly recommend just at least checking it out. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts on these books that I have shared with you today. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you are already subscribed, make sure you click that red notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. And of course, be sure to check out The Plan by Lauren Truslow at her website. I will leave it down in the description. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.